Doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Friday night extravaganza that is RCM on Tap, your 60-ish minute roundtable discussion show where, god damn it, I can't even get through my intro without people pinging me in private messages.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yes.
Hi,
we were having
gentlemen.
a conversation.
Damn it, woman!
You guys are not allowed to
Note that
converse
he
without
said that,
me, and
not
you
me.
know this, because when you two converse without me, then bad things happen, like rabbit artillery
he said
and
that.
not having space Viking ships.
You and your Viking spaceship.
I'm telling you, Killer, it's the only way. The world's gone to pot. I am done. I have had
going
it.
to pot?
All I want.
Everybody's high?
That would explain so much, wouldn't it? I just want my Viking
That's why
spaceship
the world's
and my
warming
ray
up.
guns
That's
and
what
my.
it is.
Everybody's
Why the world is
the
warming
420
up.
blaze.
Oh Lord, Lord. So, good evening,
Oh.
gentlemen.
Good
How
evening.
are you
Good
this
evening.
fine evening?
I don't know, Bio. How are you? How are you feeling on your face? You give it
Okay.
a proper burial.
Yes.
I do rather like how you were willing to shave your own beard in solidarity with your friend, though, Killer.
Yes, there
before
was an
the
offer.
show.
There was an
There
offer.
was.
So,
Just like, yeah,
Awesome.
you don't have to do that.
Well, also I wanted to see what my girlfriend's reaction would have been. Not
Yeah.
tell her anything.
Oh,
she
so
walks
there's a little
in.
bit of a troll lot going
A
on
little.
there, too.
A little.
mm.
I'm gonna admit. Good thing she doesn't watch these all the time.
She'll
No
be watching
Sam, no
this
special
one.
guest this week.
She'll be
But
watching
next
this
week,
one live,
there's a
Killer.
pre-record that I hear is pretty fun.
Oh,
It was
yes.
hilarious. It was a great.
So-
Oh
time.
yes. I'm actually excited about the next few weeks, actually, because
That is true.
yeah, next week I will be on the side of a mountain in the middle of no cell, no internet country. So that'll be interesting. But we do have the recording that Killer and I did with the ever awesome Ragtag a few weeks ago, which was just
Yes.
such an awesome conversation. I'm so
It was.
excited to
It
share
really
it with
was.
everybody. And then we've got some really cool guests coming up for October and well for the rest of September and October as well. So, yeah, I'm
It's gonna, yeah, next week's like the middle of September.
it's
This-
scary, isn't it?
Next thing you know, it's gonna be Thanksgiving.
I love
We have those
Thanksgiving.
awkward family
Porksgiving.
dinners. Holy crap! This Thanksgiving is gonna be really awkward. No matter what happens in the beginning of November for Americans,
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving is gonna be awkward.
Except for Porksgiving, it will continue to be
That is
great.
Well, yeah,
You've
Porksgiving is
you guys
amazing.
have missed out on some things for Porksgiving
Mhm.
that we've been talking about in Farfield DM group. One of them is that we need, I believe there were 4 candelabras, like gear candelabras. We're going to make
Ooh.
up like a Hanukkah miracle about how the Mobile One oil lasted 3 nights.
I am
because it's also
totally
Dale
completely
Earnhardt
okay
Sr.'s
with
number.
this. I am totally and completely okay with this. This is now
The
canon.
4th candelabra must remain empty in representation of Killer McCoy's cherry crumb.
Yes!
Whatever.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Yes, and like I said, it looks gear shaped, and I don't see it happening for the first Porksgiving, but we should try it.
The first
If the
Porksgiving's already
gears-
happened.
If you turn one of the gears, it turns all the others, so they're all interlocked properly. That'd be awesome.
That's
That would
like
be cool.
that's like beyond simple. Like seriously, did you was
No,
that
no, no,
even
no,
a question?
No, it's how it has to look. There's a certain look to it. I'll have to show you guys later. But yes, the next Porksgiving, and we have to tell the story of Porksgiving, how like the Hawaiians and the mainlanders had a feast, and it was called Porksgiving.
Over Skype, no less. I mean, we are truly a
In
modern.
solidarity
This is
of
truly
Dale
a
Earnhardt
modern
Sr.'s
holiday.
number and
Yes.
mobile oil burning longer and cleaner than it should have, which was a Porksgiving Day miracle.
I am totally and completely down with all of this.
Yeah. So.
I just feel like everyone's gonna, start holding hands and go, pork chop this pork.
That would be amazing considering we are literally thousands of miles apart from one another at all times.
Hey. Hey,
You and Bio are the closest,
time-
and there's
it's
at
a
least
time for
300
miracles.
there.
it will be a time of miracles.
It is a time of miracles. That would be amazing. You just see like the random hands come in from off screen, and everyone gets to.
Like, what?
That would be so cool. Hmm.
Ah,
And something, the flag was still there.
exactly.
Because, you know, NASCAR, so you gotta have some patriotism in there.
Obviously, this is
None of the
America.
NFL. That's right, I went there.
Wait, what?
Alright.
What did you do?
Never mind.
I'll
He
catch
went
it in the
there.
Current news
replay.
events,
He
it's
went there.
politics. Don't want
He
to.
went there a bit.
I kind of
Just a
did.
bit.
Hmm.
I feel almost like we need to have like another like pre-Porksgiving holiday that coincides with Election Day, so that we have something to actually look forward to rather than our imminent demise.
It's called Branch Davidian Day,
Bio,
where we all get in a compound.
Oh.
You
and we
won't
hope
let
that
me.
The FBI doesn't gas us and light it up.
Let's set it on there.
this is exactly
We are
why
in
the
poor
moon
taste
base
tonight.
and space Viking ship combo would just be perfect right
Okay,
now.
hold on. I have to ask.
What?
We'll go
What
to
combination led to space Viking ship? Because all I can think of when you say that is the Blizzard game from the mid '90s of the Lost Viking.
I didn't even know there was a Blizzard game from the mid 90s
Yes,
called The Lost
it's
Viking.
a
Although this
well-known
sounds intriguing
classic.
to me. This sounds intriguing to me.
No,
I don't know.
now.
Honestly, like, I get to a certain point in my afternoons where I just completely am through with everything. And I think it was a combination of I was reading something about oh, I do know what it was. I started off with I was thinking about your moon base idea, and
Yeah.
then Olive and I were talking at the same time, and he made a reference about Vikings, and somehow in my very frustrated mind, they became like combined, and that's where the Space Viking was born. And
Okay, well,
quite
I
honestly,
17 speak for you.
You know, how... I wonder if Lyserg is close to Waco, Texas.
I think he's.
I think Waco's
Is that
in
west
the
part
west.
or east Texas?
I thought Waco was in the west. Lyserg
If that's
is
the
in
case,
Houston.
he's not close to it then. He's
Yeah.
close to the coast.
Well,
Lys-
then we'll
Lyserg's
make
in Houston.
Lyserg's house our compound. So then we'll all
Lyserg's
move
house is
in.
going to be the compound.
Yeah, we'll move all into Lyserg's place, and hopefully we won't get exploded.
And burn.
And that's how we'll sit out the election. Oh, it's even worse because of Lyserg's job.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going.
So we.
I
will
mean,
get
we
exploded.
might not want to be by Lyserg's house. I mean, I have.
I'm sure it's not a. I'm sure he doesn't.
There's
take
a
his
reason
work
we
home
bought a
with him, Baroness,
3-bedroom
I'm
house
sure.
for a 2-people family. Okay, there's a reason that there's a full like suite in the basement that I just chill in with my freaking hammock and my workspace. I mean, yeah, we got this pretty locked down. You guys just need to come up here. So there's that.
Indeed.
Anyway. But yes, that killer, that's where the Space Vikings came from, is I got frustrated and we were talking about multiple things at the same time and they just kind of gel.
Good day.
And I love the idea of like a wooden Viking ship running
Yeah.
through space and then having ray guns blasting things.
Would the oars still row even though they would do nothing?
Yes, obviously. Oh my god, Bio, like, why
So
do you
that's gonna
ask
like
these
throw off the
questions?
ship's balance if it ever has to do like a
No, they're more ornament.
turning maneuver.
Yeah, they're more for ornament than anything else. I mean, it's space. It's not like they have
But if they're
wind
rowing, they're
resistance
still
up there.
applying force. But
Against
mainly
outer
against
space.
itself.
I mean, there's
Outer-
nothing
No, but
there.
against itself, I mean, because there's still this rocking motion. The shock would be absorbed by something.
Oh, speaking of, t-shirts, like, the moon and stuff. I just ordered a new t-shirt.
Meh.
Yeah, I think the TeamSpeak.
Did
So
you know?
cool.
From teespring.com.
Yeah, had a friend of a friend told me that he's a science fiction reader too.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh.
I still need to read that book.
Triggered.
Poor
book.
killer.
Who's Baroness? Did you read it?
Did I read what?
The moon is a harsh mistress.
No. We talked about this.
Triggered again.
We talked about this. You gave me a pass because I was
I'm
reading the Asimov novels.
Which ones?
All of
I did,
the
however,
robot
listen
series.
to Extreme Ownership.
The robot series
twice.
ones.
You listened to it twice.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No,
That's what I
that's
said.
not reading.
No. I said I listened to it. I didn't say I read it.
Killer, I do
want to buy the book though.
I do have something to make you happier, though. So in the writing team meeting this morning, we were talking about because we share like the different books that we're reading and stuff, and try to like make life easier on ourselves. Like what in stuff that we're already doing would make good topics for articles or stories or whatever, and just roll with it. And one of the things that they'll be doing shortly, which I got to put the note up in the staff forum, but the interns will be reaching out to the staff members to do interviews. And Mignor's going to interview you. Because
son of a bitch.
Mignor's going to interview you because you guys have to try and get through his interview questions first, and then you can talk about what he thinks of the Jim Butcher series, because we spent some time on that this morning. So...
It better be good, otherwise he'll be dead. You'll be losing a writer. That's right, I went there.
Uh-oh.
The gauntlet has been thrown down, Ignore.
Speaking of losing a writer, how's your article coming along?
Well, there's the screenshot.
Yeah, that's gonna be the screenshot.
No, I will actually have an article for this month. I know, I've been bad. Been very bad. I will have one for this month.
We need a GIF now of Killer doing that. that could be like the that could be like a 404 on the website or something.
Oh yes. You know how we have the technical difficulty screen with Varyar's face and the little like sunshine. We need to do a different one now with that. I think I still have that
picture too. Of Varyar having like his beer and everything.
Yep.
You have to check chat. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room on the show. I had to shave. I do this. Get rid of this. Because I'm back to non-consultant work. Doing a 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatever. So yes. So I was justifying it in chat, 'cause sometimes I may have to wear respirator gear based on where I'm at. Especially if there's certain pathogens in the air. And the response was, really, that was the same reason Hitler had to shave his mustache, Bio.
We all know it's not going to matter. You're going to be dead within 10 seconds.
No, it was funny because that was one of my interview questions, and it wasn't like a suggestive thing, it was just inquiring, because I didn't have a beard when I was working there anyway, and just like, well, I mean, no, if I have to go into rooms where there's, that kind of mask off, like tuberculosis and some of the flus where they don't have a vaccine yet, like I had to wear it for H1N1 a little bit. It's just like,
I'm just imagining like a situation where Bio's like, nah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that H1N1. I don't need that.
Like, tuberculosis, I only get tested every year for it, but it's all good.
I'll
just fail the test.
So all Bio was going to say is, good. Another challenge. Let's go. Let's get after it.
Good. Come on, white blood cells. It's time to get after it. Let's get those T cells right.
I'm starting to think how many times...
Get them some warrior bars. Some kettlebells.
I feel
and wash it all down with some water from your A1 water filter.
No. Take Alpha Brain from onit.com.
I'm starting to think if he ever...
On tap.
Oh, God.
If Jocko ever watched this, if he'd laugh about it. I think he'd laugh about it, but I don't know.
I'd hope so, because I love the crap out of his podcast.
I love it, yeah. It's some good stuff.
I need to listen to the rest of this week's. Sometimes if I get pulled away and I have to do something like, because I really want to watch it start to finish.
Baron
it's like, gonna hit play again.
Baron has a good question in chat. Is it really because of your work, or is it because you shivved the real Bio and hid his body off camera?
I don't know, Baron, what happened to Wolfie's corpse? We never saw it at the end of Until Dawn.
Ooh.
No, seriously, the way that kind of blew up, because Baron's playthrough wasn't the only time that was ever brought up, but like other people mentioned it, you would think that they would apply a patch that just shows that the wolf is okay, so Baron could finally be like, "See, I told you," but no.
We call the Baron patch.
Yeah, the Baron patch.
That is hysterical.
I still cannot wait for Baron's video that's going to counter the claim. Because he wants to make it like... Well, I sent him a message because he'd actually come up with the idea during stream. It's just like, you need to make this like a 9/11 conspiracy video. The whole, like, you know... It was a conspiracy and all that, and it was an inside job, and it'd be like, oh, well, Wolfie didn't technically die, but it's made to look this way, and there were pyrotechnics, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, Baron...
Yeah.
I mean,
just make it look like a conspiracy theory video.
You guys make a good point, though. I mean, we can't really vilify Baron for killing Wolfie when technically there was not a corpse. So, I don't know.
Because you really can't charge a man until you have the body.
That whole habeas corpus thing. I was reading about that this morning, actually.
No body, no crime.
Wait, how are you reading about corpses?
No, habeas corpus.
I know, I'm messing.
I was reading.
Baroness gets a little. I mean, she's been angry about things, and now she's looking up corpses.
we got into an interesting conversation yesterday about the Constitution, and I realized it had been a while since I actually read through it again. So I was reading it this morning, and Constitution Day is
to my
next
ideology.
Saturday.
So
wait.
So I don't like it.
The Constitution is just a paper, Baroness. You know that.
A racist piece of paper, I might add.
Exactly. If she could just reach through the camera and just sprinkle us.
If only. It would be like this, like...
You'd be doing both of us at the same time.
Wait, what was I did that?
And just shaking his... Like, you not interrupt me!
Nope, you're not Hax's acolyte, therefore.
Oh, I am most definitely not Hax's acolyte. Thank you very much. No. If you read,
she's the true power behind the throne.
If you read my blog article from Tuesday, I am the world's greatest detective. It is undisputed at this point, although he does try to dispute it. No.
Oh, Baron sums
I am the world's
perfectly.
Greatest detective.
Baron sums up the Wolfie thing perfectly, honestly. Wolfie got the Sopranos ending.
That explains so much.
Yeah.
So much.
That's a good one. I like that.
That's
counter,
fantastic,
good counter.
actually.
Because everyone hated that ending.
Accurate. So what other, I'm curious now, because I know you have more. What other Porksgiving Day traditions do you guys want to bring about?
We have to watch like a compilation of NASCAR crashes or something.
I bet
those exist on YouTube.
No, we have to have the running of the pigs.
Oh yes, that's true too.
Yes. Because when you chase down some pigs with knives.
I know I've seen some crash compilations because Pork Chop has sent me some before.
Of course you have.
So we'll have to watch those. We'll have the running of the pigs. We'll have the feast, where the story of how the Hawaiians and the mainlanders met, and they had a feast.
And how the empty bowl turned into actual cherry crumb cake.
Another Porksgiving Day miracle.
I just love how Porksgiving Day is just full of nothing but miracles. It just makes me so happy. I mean, that would be one instance, Bio, where I would cede that maybe Earth is kind of okay, but I mean, we could adapt the Porksgiving Day things for space travel.
Sorden in the chat is saying running of the greased pigs. Yeah, that works.
No. The running of the grease shop.
Yeah.
I want a pork chop now.
Indeed. Baron's recommending
pork chop. Our
clips
pork
of
chop would be greased.
bacon.
We have to chase them down.
Oh, we could do that. So Baron is recommending clips of sizzling bacon. We could do kind of like what people do around Christmas, where they have a a television that just shows a screensaver of fire, like a fire.
I have
thing,
one of those.
Except sizzling bacon, just always sizzling, and it never
I have
burns,
one of
which
those.
makes it even more glorious.
I have one of
True.
those, and Baron makes fun of me for it.
As
Yeah,
he
so we
should.
just have to modify it to show bacon in a pan sizzling.
Bacon.
You ever wonder how high her blood pressure is after the show ends?
I'm on
versus the
medication
beginning?
for that, so it's not as high as you would think. I'm actually
Challenge
yeah.
accepted.
I know.
No, not really.
I take it with beer, so I mean, you know, whatever you gotta do, people. Whatever you gotta do.
Oh, I'm not gonna say. I'm typing it. I'm not gonna say it.
He only types
Type.
things that he doesn't want to say when he knows that it's
Every
going to
video
incriminate
recording.
him later.
Oh.
Really? Oh my god!
I had
Wow.
some jokes about it again in the Far
Wow.
group.
Oh
We
my
had
god!
some jokes regarding that.
Wow!
Christ.
All sorts of things happen in that DM, which makes it glorious.
That is amazingly bad. Amazing.
Terrible. Terrible.
A little bit.
Oh, apparently.
Mhm.
Well, not apparently. So yesterday I went with a girlfriend to go to her niece's first volleyball game.
Oh, she plays volleyball?
Her niece does.
Her niece. Okay.
Niece. Follow the sentence structure of their bio. Pay attention.
He's busy thinking about other things, but continue.
Apparently,
I'm
anyway.
busy thinking about the beer.
You stop that right now, and I'm. Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, so and she's like in 7th grade, so
Right.
it's like they're like on the cuffs. They're starting to learn how to really play volleyball, but they don't have all the skills.
Kind of like watching a
Well,
toddler soccer game. Kind of like that.
Almost.
well,
There's-
and then
there's
they're
more-
in puberty
there's more-
too, so a lot of them have like long legs, and some of them have growth spurts. They haven't figured out their balance yet.
Well, it wasn't so much as they didn't have the skills of serving perfectly all the time or returning
Right.
it back, volleying. Of course, and there's like these tiny children. There's like, you haven't gotten your growth spurt yet, have you?
You know what,
It's
Killer?
coming,
Some
don't
of us
worry.
never get our growth spurt, and we're a little salty about that. So, I mean, can we just
They're
continue
even
the
shorter than
conversation?
You. You're like 4 foot.
I'm
You're
more
tiny,
than
like
4
you're still a
foot.
toddler.
I
You're
have
just
more
5
than
foot.
4 foot. You.
You're
No.
closer to 5 feet than 4 feet.
No, I'm 5'1".
There
I'm
you go. You're
5
closer
foot
to
1.
5 feet. So
Yeah.
there.
I'm
Are you
5'1".
happy? Okay.
Yes.
You're still taller
Yeah.
than them. You
Not
can pat them
not
on the
for-
head.
not for much longer.
Not much longer now, probably not. So yeah, it was interesting watch them play, and apparently volleyball rules have changed last time I checked.
How's that? Like, what's
Well, I used to remember how. Well, I always played, backyard volleyball. It's like whoever was the
Right.
serving team would get to score the point.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like the rally system where no matter what happens, that side who scores.
I noticed that on the Olympics, but it wasn't consistent. It didn't look like it was consistent. It looked
Really?
like there were some conditions where
I think it
know.
depends.
I was just enjoying South Korea versus Japan.
Of course you were. Now, was this the
It's win-win no matter who won. Just
Oh
saying.
my god!
this was the outdoor volleyball, right?
No,
with the
it's
sand?
indoor. No, here's the thing. So here's my thing on the Olympics with volleyball.
Okay.
Beach volleyball makes no sense to me.
Why not?
Indoor is more interesting because you've got like a team of people, not just two.
Okay.
And it's like, why do you need the sand for beat? Right, but why? I don't understand athletic wise. I know the sand produces kind of some. I mean, footing is a bit different on sand than hard ground.
Oh, it's harder than
Right.
moving sand.
Right, but it's just not all that interesting to me. I like the indoor with like a team.
More
of,
people.
what is it? 6 people?
Yeah,
5 or
6
6?
people. 6 people.
Yeah, 6 versus 6 because the slams are just crazy. I was watching mainly the women's side because I don't think they really showed the men's on much. But anyway,
Who would watch men's volleyball?
yeah, that's true. It's kind of like gymnastics. I mean, they'll show the rings and like maybe the flipping.
Who wants to
That's
see the
it.
bulges? I mean, really, in those tight uniforms.
Oh my! But yeah, but I find it more interesting with the indoor volleyball. It's just more intense because you're just like, whoa! Oh no! Wait, what's gonna happen? Oh, you just got slammed.
I mean, you just watch for the Asian chicks.
No, I actually watched the whole thing, but I'm saying, it was win-win with South Korea versus Japan.
Those
But
tight
I
shorts.
enjoyed the whole thing. It's the only thing in the Olympics I really watched. I watched some of the gymnastics because I wanted to see the ladies rock it. That's about it.
Yes, rocket.
Yeah, because they were flying all over the place. It's awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't really care about the Summer Olympics at
That
all.
was it. I didn't watch anything else.
I do
think-
enjoy the Winter Olympics, like the luge and the skating and all that. I'm not the skating as much, but like the luge and the skiing and
Because there's more chance of death.
winter sports are more entertaining, I think.
See, they should have ice volleyball. There you
Oh,
go.
and curling? Oh my god, curling is surprisingly fun to watch. I enjoy that immensely.
I would agree.
You're part
I would agree
Canadian,
with that.
aren't you?
No. Although, when traveling, I'm often mistaken for a Canadian, and I still don't get that, but
Use it to your advantage.
I do.
Especially-
I definitely do.
Hey?
I definitely do. Pass the maple syrup, eh? Yes.
Hey?
Just go with it. Just go with
Exactly.
it.
So,
Oh, Sorden agrees. Yay, curling.
I didn't watch any of the Olympics.
I
you
wish
know-
they did it like golf, though. Like,
Yeah.
once somebody launches the rock or the stone out, somebody's like, Baba Booey! Because that apparently happens a lot during golf.
Really?
Yeah, like as soon as they hit the ball, they're like, Baba Booey! Apparently the golfers hate it, but the crowd still does it.
I feel like that's a joke of some kind. I'm not getting the joke.
Well, it's a Howard Stern thing, if I
Oh,
recall, from his show. It's like the name of one of his producers, because he mispronounced something, and it became his nickname forever.
It's usually how that works.
yeah. Pretty much.
Not that Killer
Yeah,
knows
here's,
anything about that.
Bobby's World. I haven't seen that reference in forever.
Bobby's World.
Am I channeling
World,
the
Sam
mom
Mesa.
from Bobby's World?
Nice. Good reference.
Nope.
You went for that?
I
Don't
have
you know?
a very vague
Don't ya
recollection
know?
of it. Oh, okay. I get
Mhm.
it now. I
Do you?
didn't. That was the point where we weren't watching cartoons all that much, so because we
That was
weren't
like the
allowed
early
to.
90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fairness was in her hipster period.
Nah,
No.
Before she was in it before it was cool to be hipster.
nah.
It was never cool to be a hipster. Let's just go ahead and get that out
It
of the
wasn't
way.
exactly a voluntary thing. It was more like, eh. But anyway,
I guess I have to go to the Magic Hat now.
Indeed.
Indeed.
it's only because you guys won't go with my plan to sketch out how my Viking ship will look because
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
We're not.
Oh!
Oh, what?
Just killed the rabbit.
Good.
Party foul.
Now I
well,
can have some rabbit stew.
I sat him down and he was top heavy and just face planted right into the cement floor.
That'd be incredible if Hobbs just caught it midair. This can be the time we get an asterisk.
Yeah, pretty much.
No guess.
No, see, I was thinking about that too, and that would have been hysterical because then we would have fought over who gets to ask the question.
Well, Either that, or we'd have to turn it over to chat. Like, all right, chat, come up
Oh
with a
my
good
No, no,
one,
god,
and then we
that
pick
would be
one
horrifying.
question.
We could do rock, scissors, paper.
Ooh.
Yeah,
we could.
except one would be rock, one would be scissors, one would be paper, and then
Then
it
you
would
just
just
do it
do
again.
that every round. It would just happen every round. So
Someone has to
you
change.
know
No!
that's how it would be, and then everyone would change, and we'd still be in the same boat.
My body,
Not
my
the
right.
Viking one.
Whatever.
No, the question is, have you ever played a game that invaded your thoughts and dreams?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I have.
Tell
It
us,
was a long
Killer.
time. Back in my younger days, when I still liked, the game company named Bungie, and I still had the awesome game of Halo.
With the
I used to
purple
play
fly
that
thing.
thing a long time ago. I swear there was several times. There's one distinct dream I remember is one of the maps was called Blood Gulch.
Mhm.
Right.
And there is a particular ridge on the side of the map. I just remember that distinct looking at it and like dodging sniper fire and stuff like that. That's that, or like hearing the shield recharge in like the middle of the day. It's like, what the fuck was that? Yeah.
From time to
get you.
time in my waking life, I don't really dream about games so much, at least not that I remember, and pretty decent about remembering dreams when I wake up. But in my waking life, I often find myself like interacting with things a la The Sims. Like I'll just stand there and stare at something. Or the other morning, for
Yeah.
example, Baron and I were in the bathroom getting ready for work. And he was like, I was doing something, and he was at the counter brushing his teeth, right? So even
Right.
though, like, the way that our
Very
bathroom,
hygienic of him.
yeah, exactly.
Good.
Even though the bathroom is set up in such a way that I could have like squeezed around him to get out the door because I needed to walk into the other room to do something. I remember I was just standing there and kind of looking and kind of getting frustrated because he was kind of sort of in my way, but again, I could have gotten around. And it just hit me like, wait, this is exactly what the Sims go through when you have like a vase on the floor. They don't walk around it. They just stand there and get pissed off about it until you move it for them. So I catch myself doing that from time to time.
I do like Sam's answer.
Fairness. Oh, well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I like Sam's answer. Dead or alive volleyball. I think it was like Extreme Beach Volleyball, wasn't it? It's like
Yeah.
a super long title.
Yeah. Now, Baroness, I have a plea for you from us, as well as the RivalCast media community at large. Please don't put Baron in a room and take away the door.
I couldn't
Don't
do
do
that.
it.
He's on stream too much. That would be very detrimental to our business plan.
Don't do it.
Also,
Very much.
I happen to love him, so there's that.
Do you?
God.
There's a very
don't know.
fine line between love and hate.
Yeah, he's
I
cute.
mean, we had some things last night where there may be a wedge. May peace be upon him.
You know, the really, really bad thing, Bio, with you doing that is earlier today I was out and about doing some errands and things, and I was actually having a conversation with, someone of the Muslim faith, and we're talking about something, and he mentioned, God and peace be upon him, and I almost cracked up because I was thinking about you as soon as he said it. I was like, no, let's not smirk. That's horrible. So
Ruining lives one person at a time. It's me.
terrible. Terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
Do
You
you
got nothing, Bio?
do you dream, Bio?
Nothing.
Like, it just dawned on me, like, some
I
people
think I
don't
used
dream.
to, and I don't really know.
I think everyone dreams. It's just if you
Or forget,
retain the
yeah.
memories, that's the thing.
I'm probably just forgetting it.
Yeah.
Well,
Doesn't
some
happen.
some people actually they've done studies where they put like, so they know like your brain waves change when you're in active dream mode.
Also,
And-
your eye movement changes
Right.
too, if I
And
remember correctly.
some people like legit do not get to that level
Level.
of sleep where they get to dream state. and they tend to be more irritable and paranoid. I mean, there's
that
like
explains Bio then.
there's like specific things that their personality is different from what I hate saying normal, but
average.
Yeah,
well, you know, it's hard
average.
to sleep when the globalists are looking in on your everyday affairs.
That's why Bio wears a tinfoil hat every time he goes to sleep. Every time.
just a whole sleeping bag with the zipper and all made out of aluminum foil, and just like zip it up. That's when you got the globalists on check. They're on notice. 1776 will rise again.
Those are called mummy bags, just for the uninitiated.
Indeed.
So what we have on this show is Bio in a tinfoil mummy bag to keep out the thought police.
Keep out the globalists.
I have to, on occasion, wear the poncho made of that static material, so I'm not fucking with electronics around me. Killer, what's your weird barrier to the world? I'm curious now.
I have none.
He has
As
an arsenal. That is his barrier.
No. As I was born is how I sleep now.
I didn't.
Yiggity.
Okay, I don't wear static
Covered in
cling
fluid.
to bed, but
Whoa.
That wasn't
I can't
what-
take that moment back. You wish you did.
that
but
wasn't quite what I had meant. But you know what? Rather than continue on, we're just gonna pull from the hat again.
Well,
Hello,
no,
Magic
kind of
Cat.
agreeing that your barrier.
Hello,
is
Magic
arsenal.
Chat.
No, in the chat, it's gonna be his guns. Yeah, my guns.
It's an offensive barrier.
It's offensive there.
All right. The next question: what surprises you most about where you ended up in life?
I wouldn't say surprising. It's just very interesting. Is what people I knew led to certain events happening in my decision. Eventually leading to where I am. Like my very first job, real job, because I knew somebody in college,
Mm-hmm.
and he became my immediate boss. Then I knew someone from the church I went to. He helped me get an interview for a job on my first job out of college.
Mm-hmm.
Then someone I knew I helped at that second job on the base. Say, hey, I'm looking for an IT person. It's like, hey, I'm looking for a new job. I mean, job wise, there. I mean, my girlfriend, I knew her from the fifth grade, and we met because of a mutual friend. Kind of surprising.
It is
Killer
interesting
got all
how-
the themes from nepotism.
I didn't get it from nepotism. Just the chance.
I'm with you.
It is interesting how just those little tiny, like,
Connections,
inconsequential conversation or whatever just leads to
Yeah.
something so much bigger than that.
No, the bio on nepotism. The only reason I got the second guy for the job, third job, current job I'm at, only thought about me because I did such a job towards him, making
Right.
sure his
Right.
equipment was ready to go for his classes. That's the only reason, because apparently I was the only guy who ever worked in that room. No one wanted to talk to anyone else. One person didn't ever work. He was snotty. And the other one was just the server guy. And he was just your typical server guy. Love the guy,
Continue.
but he was the...
Talk
he
about
was-
us, server guys. What are we like, Killer?
Okay, he was the server guy who wasn't socially adept. So, raggedy, really bushy beard.
So he was a wizard, is all.
He was a wizard.
Did he wear a cloak?
Really heavy.
Because I definitely wore
No,
a
he
cloak
didn't
when I
wear a
ran the
cloak.
computer lab at college.
No, he was a good guy. He didn't have all the social, training.
Happens.
It is what it is. It is, yeah. He was smart. He was smart though. I kind of miss working with him. Those are the things. Anyway, what about you guys? Are you surprised that you married a wolfer, Baroness?
Jeez.
I am kind of surprised that something that simple in a video game took off into such a life of its own, but then that's kind of what happens around here is you start off with like a simple joke that just kind of gets fleshed out and embraced, and then the next thing you know, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I'm
It's
working
weird.
on book 3 of a fanfic that
fanfic.
started
That
off
is true.
as a joke in chat about how Varyar needs to not flirt with bank tellers who then invite
Yeah,
him to Devil's
true.
Three Ways.
Yeah.
I mean, that sparked so much else. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for that afternoon. So,
That's kind of weird.
yeah.
Yeah. All those dominoes that weren't lined up. One event after another.
Well, we've discussed this offline before, but
True. You mean
it is just a little
off
too
show?
it's just a little too perfect. If
Is it?
if you just think of how every single thing lined up just right. It is a little odd. I mean, statistically
was
speaking,
destiny.
we shouldn't be here right now.
It was fate. It was ordained. But RCM would rise from the ashes.
It just goes to
Just like 1776.
it just goes to my thoughts of the universe as just being a giant sim game. There might be some omnipotent creator out there that's just like, smacking at some keys, and then when things go wrong, it's because, hey, it's dinner time, can't be watching all the time. All right. So, and then you got like your kid brother coming in and, sending tornadoes at your Sims houses because he thinks it would be funny. Then you got to kick his ass a little bit, but, I digress. Bio, what about you?
This bio. Tell us.
Killer's internet's trying to kill him again. He's all fuzzy.
My internet's not working.
No, it's working. It's just you're fuzzy. You're like super
I'm
fuzzy.
Oh, it's probably the camera.
Well, it's the camera now.
It's the camera. I can see on the
I
stream.
don't know. I mean, I've always kind of prescribed. I've always kind of done things the difficult way instead of the easier way. So I don't know.
So
I don't think anything really surprises me. I mean,
You are a
just
follower of
good.
Jocko.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
You are a follower of
The,
Jocko.
the
School
difficult
Hard
way
Knocks.
or the more challenging way that gives you more life experience. I
Good.
mean, come on.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what? He would probably say, I'm thinking about it. It's not so much being difficult, it's just getting the right, sure, you're making the right choice, even if it's difficult. Because, doing something difficult, just difficulty's sake, wouldn't be necessarily good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless it's a potential challenge to overcome, where the
Oh, yeah,
there's
but what I'm
benefits on
saying
the
is-
other end. But yeah, I
mean,
get you.
If you're gonna
Yeah.
paint a wall and you have your choice of a 3-inch brush
Who's
or
paying
like
for
a
it?
A 5-inch brush.
well, I was gonna say or
my.
like a little artist brush. I mean, one's gonna be a smart move, one's not. So
So apparently a Baroness likes 5 inches.
I said,
Oh my!
oh wow, killer.
Oh,
God.
but he did say 3.
Yeah, I said 3.
Just 3?
Oh my
hold
god,
on.
killer.
That is the width, not the length.
God.
I was just ignoring it. I'm just gonna ignore it.
That's because Bio's smart.
He is. He is
What?
very smart.
Wait a minute. How?
What?
I'm pretty sure we've had this
What?
question already, which intrigues
Oh,
me.
go ahead.
What video game have you not finished that you have wanted to get done for years?
I don't think we have that one. I don't remember that one. Hmm. Probably Dark Souls and Blood Rain.
Is that
I thought
is
I'd
that the
finish
one
them,
that
they
you
were-
were getting very, very frustrated with, or was that a different one?
I don't remember.
There was one that you
The
just.
boss fights are very difficult.
I just remembered one.
I mean, ask your husband. He's done many times. He's actually
Yeah.
beaten the game several times, if I remember. So,
Hmm.
ooh, Super Mario 1 for Baron.
I'm just kind of scrolling through my Steam library and looking here. I
Yeah.
think the problem is like when I'm the type that I'm gonna keep grinding at it until I lose interest. So
Yeah, and
That's what
that's
happened.
how I
Playing
am
it.
too.
I don't regret not finishing it. It's just like you lost me. Like I've played a few on here where like scrolling down I'm seeing them.
Hmm.
I'm just like, you lost me at that point. And,
Yeah.
and it's not their fault or my fault per se. It's just
No,
just wasn't
admit
working.
it. No, they need to own up. It's their fault.
Well, I mean, they can't make a game that fits everybody, engaged. And I've had some where even people were like, "You're still playing that?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm still playing it." Like this. So if you guys have been watching like real late at night on, I think it's still Mondays and Tuesdays, right? For Vampy.
Mm-hmm.
She's been playing Subnautica, and I've had a little bit of time. I'm about to run out of free time. But I played it and loved the crap out of it. Like I cannot wait for them to make a multiplayer version, and it will be fun. Swimming around, building, under the sea, and trying not to get eaten by the big fish.
Oh, apparently, Bio, your new hairstyle, facial hair, is stunning. Apparently, according to Bubba and Velvet.
Yay!
So you're hitting both sides of the gender.
You know what? That's what I've always wanted to achieve in life. So.
And Baron
I have
just
accomplished
immediately cuts in with, "That's not Bio, it's an imposter."
Indeed, apparently it is.
Terrible.
I don't know. I'm still on, and this is more of a kind of like what Bio said. It's like I pick up games when I have time and it catches my interest. So I'm in like the very last stage of Portal 1 and just haven't finished it yet.
Come on, really?
Yeah. No, I mean like the
Really?
last stage. And it's just
Like literally the boss fight.
yeah.
Finish it.
When I get time.
Finish it.
When I get time.
No, do it right now.
No.
We will watch.
No, you
We
don't
will
wanna
stream
watch
the
that.
shit out of this.
No. No.
Fun.
There's a reason I don't stream Killer. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody.
Speaking of not seeing things we don't want to see, Bubba's like, "Holy crap, Bubba! Really? You're gonna do naughty things to Bio's face?
That's disturbing.
Just a little bit."
Oh my god!
Are you just not reading what Bubba said?
That was the most beautiful answer that I've ever seen to that question. Good job, Bio. Good job.
Christ, Bio. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bubba.
Oh my god. Oh, wow.
Nice recovery there. I feel like I wish we have to.
Have you seen the image
Wow.
of that before?
Mm.
It's
Oh
just a
my
picture
God.
of Bubbles on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my
sitting there.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Wow. Okay. One more question. Hopefully not
Yeah,
about
moving on.
Harambe. Peace be upon him. Damn it, Bio!
They do nothing.
I can't. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't read my own handwriting there. In which games have you spent the most amount of time? Sims, please. Like we
Wow.
didn't have to. Yeah.
World of
Sims.
Warcraft,
Yeah,
yeah.
easy
Jump
for you.
back in. It's like, oh my god, damn you, D, for selling it to me.
You know, I didn't want to bring up your secret shame there, Killer, but how much time have you spent in WoW this week?
This week, I don't know. Probably the top of 10, 12 hours tops. So forget, my internet's been acting up.
Very true. Very
So,
true.
although I will admit, I was supposed to do some exercise this morning with them, but they had to back out because they weren't feeling well. So instead of going back to sleep, I jumped on my computer and played some WoW for about an hour and a half.
Well, it
Before-
looks like
before
we're
going
going
to
to be
work.
staging an intervention after the show.
No.
Can't find it. I was hoping I could pull up Steam Library and
I was seeing what you're.
see what it was.
I want to see what Steam says that I played the most. Hold on.
Oh, you know what?
Where would one look that
Sims
up?
is on
Is that-
Origin,
Well,
Neither
you would have to
is
look
so
at each individual game.
let's see what my number 2 is, because that
okay.
was... Hold on a second.
Library.
I've played 54 hours of Stardew Valley.
By the way, Killer,
Yeah.
Bubba has a game that you need to
What game I need to play?
for free. It's for free. So you
Oh
don't have to
god,
pay
no. Don't do... No. Killer, if they send you a link, don't open it. You'll end up on an
Apparently,
FBI
Bubba
watch
wants me to pay
list.
for the game.
No. No. Bubba's not going to play that
anything.
game.
No, I'm pretty sure Bubba's done with WoW.
Let me see. How do
Yeah,
I...
Pretty sure the man, the myth, the squirrel
Pretty
is done with
much.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
He just wants you to have 2 subs.
pretty much.
It's like pouring one out, you know?
Let's see. Elder Scrolls Skyrim's got 170 hours, and that's the highest so far.
Instead of pouring one out, you would pay one out for your homies.
This. Those look like Skyrim's gonna win.
Oh, interesting.
Oh! Jagged Alliance. Second Actions, 108 hours.
I've spent...
So you're just going down your list?
I'm just going down my list.
Okay.
I've
Killing
spent...
Floor's got 97.
I've spent as much time in Borderlands 2 as I have in Portal. The difference being I started Portal in January and I started Borderlands like 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Oh! Sid Meier's Civilization 5 takes the lead with 136 hours.
I can't imagine spending 100... accepting The Sims, I can't imagine spending 136 hours in a game. But then again, I got Crusader Kings 2, and I'm, like, afraid of opening it, because I got it because Varyar was just... It was so cool when he was, like, giving me play-by-plays, and I was like, I want to play that, and then I got it, and then I was like, if I open that, I'm not going to get anything done for the rest of ever. So, it's just sitting there. I didn't even, like, stick it in the folder. It's, like, sitting on the desktop just looking at me.
This can't be right. I must have fallen asleep with this.
Yeah. Okay.
I played this game called Demigod for 97 hours, supposedly.
That's funny to me.
That is funny.
I played Deus Ex Human Revolution for 90 hours because I've played it like 2 or 3 times
Nice.
from start to finish. Yeah, it's a fun game. I can't wait to play Mankind.
Yeah. It's been fun so far.
Yeah.
Actually, out of me and Varyar were talking about it this morning. Apparently, there's like point of interest stories. We got different ones during our roughly at the same time. He got one
That's
with
cool.
a murder of an og, and I got one that dealt with the previous game
Nice.
storyline. So I'm wondering if those are actually randomized or something.
Yeah, there may be some sort of a seed in your save file.
I
Kind
don't
of
think it's
determines
save
the-
files per se because they didn't ask about it. I'm just wondering if it's randomized.
Okay, so I played Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition for 109 hours.
Not bad.
Because, I mean, I played it once, and then I got bored with it, and then I quit, and then when I started up again, I just decided to roll a new character. Skyrim, 201 hours. It's one of those where I pick it up, set it down, pick it up, set it down.
Yeah. I have, Supreme Commander 2, 165 hours. I purchased that game back in 2010. God almighty, that's an old game. I think that's going to be the winner. Oh, instead of what? Holy shit, Torchlight, 136 hours. Torchlight 2, sorry. I wonder what Varyor's time on XCOM 2 is. Or XCOM 1.
Considering how much he streams, it's got to be insane. He's in chat
What?
right now.
2,000 plus
and he was
hours
playing
for
it
Civ
before
5
then,
for Bubba?
even.
Dear God.
See, I think my answer is going to be Guild Wars 2 in the end, but if we're using Steam libraries, so far it looks like Skyrim.
Yeah.
As the most.
Yeah, the
I know WoW automatically wins, though.
The only other game I play
right.
is Sims, and that's Origins, and I don't know how to if they even clock that.
Oh.
I'd be afraid
I
if
don't know
they
if they
did.
even track it.
I'd be afraid if they did. And I'm not even as bad with that one as I was with the.
Like I'm
the older
scrolling
ones.
through these, and a lot of these games, humorously enough, I can tell they were games that the Steam refund policy was not in place yet. Because I played them for all of 40-something minutes or something, and I've not touched them again.
I got little games like that.
Played Valkyria Chronicles for a bit.
Sam Mason says the Varia has 490 hours recorded for XCOM 2. That's not surprising.
No, it is, because I would expect that number to be a little bit higher, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, apparently Bubba says he's got 800 hours for Terraria.
I played the first XCOM for 122 hours. Which I may have to get 2 and do it, because it's a lot easier to do without cheating. But I still want to make my all-Asian extermination team.
Use.
And make a music video with baby metal.
Jesus Christ.
Just to really drive it over the cliff. Like Groundhog Day. Let it hit the ground, everyone's like, I'm sure it's okay.
You're going to drive me to drinking. You know that, right?
You're already drinking
right Killer.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hey.
You'll drive him further.
Killer, friend, cheers. Varyar, you silly, silly man. Varyar's going to be playing for us again in a little bit, but...
Varyar going to be playing tonight?
He is. He's going to be playing on Baron's behalf because, reasons.
Reasons.
We'll do one more question before we hand it over, though.
One more question. One more game.
One question.
God almighty, we are trained too well. We're both saying the same thing.
I'd like to be noted, I didn't say it.
That's because you're sitting
You were
over
thinking
there.
it, though.
Just one on record.
You're sitting over on your own corner there, Bio. Okay, so the last question for the night. For which store would you like to win an unlimited free shopping?
Oh, this question.
Unlimited free a well-stocked gun store.
Do you have one in particular, Killer?
Well, the best one that's actually close to me would be a one in the Oklahoma City. It's well known. It's actually a gun range as well. So, but their prices are usually a little bit over typical average market price. But of course, they have more firearms than most people do. I mean, local stores do. So, yeah, I go with them. I'm not going to give them free advertisement. I mean, come on. They have to pay me first. Like free range time.
You'll get there, Killer. You'll get there.
One day. One day.
See, I'm kind of torn because I initially was going to say Barnes & Noble. Except, the problem with that is that most of the books that I actually buy copies of...
Oh, wait.
They
I have the ultimate answer. Amazon.
Yeah, I kind of thought of that, but the question really does. I see where the loophole is.
You can make that argument, but
Okay.
Accepting
Amazon,
Amazon
because Amazon is
Amazon
is the genie infinite wishes
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Right. Physical store.
So if you're going with that with like a non-Amazon answer though, again,
like Barnes and Noble.
My first thought was Barnes and Noble, but if you think about what I actually order and stuff, I can't like most of the books that I purchase, I have to get from, it's usually Abe's Books because they don't sell them in the United States, or they come out and then they don't come over here for like years. There's one in particular that came out actually last October that won't get a US printing until November of this year. I mean, they've had the freaking Kindle version over in the UK for almost a year now, and still can't get it over here. And that
because
pisses me
publishing
off.
and licensing and all that.
So I import a lot of books. So I would have to go with Abe's Books out of the UK.
Bubba's answer is pretty funny.
That's true.
I actually thought about that, but not for the reason that Bubba did.
Free food for the rest of your life.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bubba says my pick would be a grocery store because gift cards, motherfucker. That's actually
then you
smart.
Could get Amazon.
That's actually smart.
You
You
could
get Amazon and
if you did like the phones, the prepaid phone cards, you could get those there. You have infinite burn phones. How about that, Bubba?
I know, he could be a spy.
Epic asks, is it wrong that I would choose a store that sells comics, manga, Japanese light novels, and anime? No, that sounds like
Epic,
amazing.
It wouldn't be wrong.
That sounds amazing, actually.
That's probably what I would have brought up, likely.
Sorden says, Killer, the army called and they want their armory back.
They can't have it. They misspent their money all the time.
Yeah, they're buying balloons that the tethers will never break, and whoops,
they break.
So I'm
Apparently
sorry.
They didn't test them hard enough.
I'm sorry, Bio. What did you pick for your store?
That's right.
See, I'm kind of leaning towards something. So my first thought was kind of what Bubba said, except for food reasons. The other one, I don't know. I don't read as much of that stuff.
A hardware store. Think about it.
I don't know.
You can hire
I
all
think
the
I'd
little
get sick of that
Mexican
real quick.
illegals.
You're not hiring anything. You're just getting free stuff.
Yeah, because you're when you hire them
okay,
to build your
I'm
house.
sorry. I'm following now.
And you have all the
Killer, I'm
materials
sorry.
to
I
build a
don't
house.
like. I do things. I do things. So I don't really think necessarily of like hire people to do them.
I do things. That sounded like some sort of admission of being an assassin. Like, I do things, Killer. Do things. Think about it.
Well,
think about it. So anyway.
Where do you think I work out of my basement? There's lots of plastic sheets put up everywhere.
The only person who's working in the basement is Baroness.
Yeah, Baron's afraid of the
wink,
spiders
wink,
that are down
nudge,
here.
nudge.
It's true. There are spiders in the corners, and he's afraid of them, so he doesn't come down here often.
Oh, Baron is saying he can stream.
Oh, can he? What?
I said I can stream. Was planning on asking you guys to do some Dwight roulette.
What?
So playing Death by Daylight, I presume.
All right.
What
Well,
he means.
I would say tell Varyard to go to
see.
bed then, because he definitely needs to go to bed.
Yeah. No kidding.
What?
Bubba's saying Baroness
Varyar,
the
a
storm.
fearless leader, needs to go to bed like a little child. Like a fearless leader needs to go to bed? Like a little child?
Yeah.
You know, I'm tempted
Yeah.
to say for my store, the Apple store.
You
The reason
would.
being, I could like eBay everything when it first comes out.
Ooh.
I'd have like a huge stack.
Oh, wait.
Like the 7s that well, when they get a new phone, like this 7, I don't think the 7. I don't care about that one as much. But...
What you do is you buy the 6S, buy the entire stock.
Oh,
then when the
do you
7
want a
comes out,
headphone port or
and
not?
they don't sell the 6S anymore, you can sell the S6
Right.
because it's got the only headphone jack ever to be left.
Have you seen what they've come up with as a solution? Belkin
No.
is going to make so much bank off this if the 7 is a thing and people still want regular headphones. They have come up with, because here's my dilemma, I like to listen to things while my phone's charged or charging. They got a lightning connector that splits.
Okay.
And the way the pin, because you use different pins for different functions.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So the pin, I presume that the pin out is set up so that the pins that go to the audio goes to one side,
right?
And the pin, I don't know for sure how this works, and then the pins for charging
they
go to the other. So it's $40. So you're buying this phone, you're having to pay Belkin $40 now to get this adapter that splits it, and then if you want to use your regular headphones, not the ones that just go straight to a lightning connector. You have to get another adapter from Apple that goes from headphone jack to this lightning connector. Like, I've seen the image of it, and it made me laugh that there were like 2 adapters between your headphones and the phone to be able to charge and listen at the same time. And Steve Wozniak told them. He told them not to do it.
Of course he did. No one wants to do 2 adapters. When
the first engineer of your company warns you that this isn't a good idea, you probably ought to...
But remember, he doesn't work for them anymore.
I know, but still, he's like the founding engineer.
Of course, no one's going to listen to him.
But yeah, I know.
Because
it's funny. So look it up, people. I don't have the link readily available, but there's an image that shows what it would look like, where it's iPhone 7, Belkin splitter adapter. I mean, you're going to have a wired mess, because then, think about it. That other port is going to be, so you have one that goes up here to your headphones. The other one is going to loop around and hook into your computer or an AC charger. So you're just going to have cables everywhere.
You're going to have cables anyway.
Not nearly as badly, though, because it's because the config. Yeah, so it's funny. And then conveniently, you can get those earpod things, which I don't care about those. But it looks like that, has a thicker...
I hate those.
Yeah.
I don't like those kind, because they never stay in my ears. Never.
Yeah, these have been okay for me. It took an adjustment.
Well, the problem is because you're sitting just right there. You're not moving around all the time.
Like, I don't know. I jump up and such, but what I typically do is I just throw them over.
Well, my problem
or
is...
if I hook it up to my phone and run.
Yeah. But you run? I don't run.
A little. I don't run like you do, but
I walk. Not running.
Now you've done some.
I've done some running, but no. Well, the treadmill's still broken. Still.
Gotta get Mario to fix it.
You live in a neighborhood with sidewalks.
I do. I've been, walking with, weight.
Good.
You don't run with weight. I want to keep my knees when I'm 60 years old. I don't want to be like Vario is right now. Bad knees.
You can take the weights off and go running.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm just
Why would I do that?
Or not Vario. Baron's going on 3 hours sleep in 48 hours, and his answer is to stream. Are you kidding me?
He's a wrecking machine.
It's not going to go well. He's
about to get his stream key revoked for an hour, for 24 hours.
He's gonna fall asleep at the keyboard, and I'm gonna have to haul him upstairs. So I'm calling it now.
Well, no, wait. First, before you do that, move him and then put the cat there and have it work in the keyboard for the next 3 hours, going like.
They would do that too. If I put YouTube videos up, Calvin would sit there and bat at the keyboard and watch it for a while.
There you go.
I do that sometimes with if I'm reading in bed because he wants attention. So I'll get the tablet out and I'll pull up some video on YouTube of fish swimming or birds or whatever. And I'll just prop it there on the pillow and he'll just watch it intently and leave me alone. It's glorious.
Yeah. Just change the stream title to Cat Plays.
Something about that.
And then And then just see how many people pop in Twitch, like, what's going on? Is that cat doing what I...
I feel like that should be an experiment RCM should conduct. I really do.
Okay, we're
try
playing
it.
Quake 1 Nightmare Mode. Cool. Then Dwight Roulette if Vampy wants to join.
Well, perfect.
But speaking
Alright,
of, we should pimp Velvet Dove's stream tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow is the premiere of Girl Fight, where
Girl
Velvet
fight! You fight
is-
like a girl!
Velvet
Punch him in the mouth!
with curb stomping
Kick him in
boots
the
and
balls.
attitude. Hell yes. Yeah, so from 7 o'clock until 9, Velvet Dove will be on stream playing a
Wait,
variety of
AM
different...
or PM?
After chaos will ensue.
I'm just checking.
No, that's a valid point, because, Vampy plays very late at night, early in the morning.
Yes, that's
Checking.
true.
Okay,
But yes.
So after chaos ensues.
Yes, so after chaos will ensue and before Varyar's stream at 9, I almost said Vampy's going to be playing. Velvet's going to be playing a variety of different fighter games each week. So be sure to check that out. She starts tomorrow afternoon. I'm really excited. She's really come into her own on Chaos. She's been writing with us for, since we started the program. So it's neat to get to see her like on stream and doing her own thing for a little bit. So I'm excited.
Yeah, so go watch. She's going to be playing fighting game. It'll be great.
Anyway. But you can check out more news on that, as well as all of our new show schedule, where everyone will be streaming. Everything is updated on the website at RivalCastMedia.com. We've got new writing stuff up there. We'll be having more writing stuff coming up throughout the month, so be sure to check that out.
Yes, I'll be writing.
Yay! Killer's gonna do his article.
Allegedly.
For once. Thought I could miss it 3 or 4 times.
You're pretty decent about it. I mean,
Yeah,
I've got a few that, are kind of, let me see, 1 a month, and they're 14 issues behind. So yeah, I mean, you're definitely not in the lowest bracket there.
Yeah, that's true. We can talk about Varyar.
Check it out. We will not be having our live show next week, but you will be able to find our interview with Ragtag on our YouTube channel. It'll go live at 9:30 Eastern at our normal
On the
show
extended
time.
channel, the extended.
Yes, RCM
On the
extended.
channel, things are changing a bit. So
subscribe. Do it.
Describe what?
Describe
what?
to the YouTube.
Just
to the
do it,
YouTube
Killer.
channel.
You're
subscribe
the video,
to the
dude.
YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, subscribe. Oh, oh my god. Okay, I thought you were saying describe. Never
Subscribe.
mind.
Jesus Christ!
I thought you were saying describe, and I was like, what? What am I describing? It's pretty straightforward. I mean, they know what YouTube is.
Ah!
Go pour yourself another drink, Killer. We're almost done. Baron's up next, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Until then, from all of us here at RivalCast Media, cheers.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to RCM Extended.